Good afternoon, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends. Welcome to Bond University graduation. Please take note of the nearest fire exit to you. They are located in each corner of the theatre. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please follow the directions of university staff. As today is a very special occasion for each of the graduates, we ask that you turn your mobile devices to silent and remain in your allocated seats for the duration of the ceremony. A live stream of this ceremony is also available from the Bond University graduation website and Bond University YouTube channel. Graduates, I will now take you through the ceremony protocols for the presentation of awards. When directed by staff, please proceed in your order of seating and line up along the stairs to my right. When your name is announced, please proceed to the table at my left and collect your testamer. Please then proceed to the far side of the stage in front of the photo of the Bond Arch to have your photo taken with the Acting Chancellor. Once your photo has been taken, please proceed up the middle aisle to my left and around the rear of the theatre to be directed back to your seats. The formal proceedings will commence shortly, but first, please enjoy a short presentation celebrating 30 years of Bond University.
Today, as of this moment, vision has become reality. The way is now ahead. From sandstone and a strong, unwavering vision, an institution was built to offer a student experience without peer. A university created to redefine the landscape, setting new heights for global education. In our first 30 years, almost 30,000 alumni have passed through our doors.
All our graduates to extent. Be successful, have great careers, and never forget Bond University.
With an unbreakable bond to the international networks and experiences that position them for success. Together, we have built a legacy. A legacy that continues to evolve today.
Bond University will take its place among the great universities.
As we strive for and reach new horizons in personalized learning, we continue to deliver a truly remarkable global student experience.
To my fellow graduates, thank you for your friendship. Please cherish the memories and friends, but continue making new ones. Goodbye and good luck.
Since 1989, Bond University has forged the way in law, business, society and design, health sciences and medicine, and sport. Led by great minds.
Bond University will become a magnificent jewel in the crown of Australian tertiary education.
With an even greater vision for the next 30 years and beyond. It's because of those who came before us that our future is limitless.
Graduates, will you please stand for the academic procession?
Graduates, you may be seated. Acting Chancellor, graduates, family and friends of the graduates, university colleagues, welcome to this celebration of the graduation of bondies from 193 and 201, or in non-bond English, Semester 3 2019 and Semester 1 2020. Please join with me in thanking our Piper, Bond alumnus, Pipe Sergeant Nick Tompkins. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected and interrupted every aspect of our lives, including the celebration of the achievements of our graduates. Here at the university, we acknowledge that graduation is a liminal event in the life of each student, and as a result, we are delighted that we are able to offer each graduate that is able to attend, and their family and friends, the opportunity to participate in this ceremony that publicly marks the significant milestone of graduation. Moreover, with COVID rules changing daily and our COVID-related horizon inexorably drawing in, we at the university are pleased to see that so many of you are able to be present today. In order that there was no delay in post-bond employment or further study, each eligible graduand graduated in absentia on either the 12th of February or the 11th of June, and have already received their degree and associated papers. Each graduate present this afternoon will be presented to the Acting Chancellor and have their photograph taken with him. Ladies and gentlemen, this room in which we are gathered this afternoon is the university's largest lecture theatre. It was named the Basil Sellers Theatre in honour of and in recognition of Basil Sellers AM, a major philanthropist who has had a successful business career as well as being an accomplished sportsman. Dr. Sellers is a significant benefactor of many organisations in Australia and abroad. It is now my honour to introduce the Acting Chancellor for the ceremony this afternoon, member of the University Council, member of the Audit and Risk Management Committee, and President of the Bond University Rugby Club, Dr. Manny Pole, AM.
Welcome everyone. What a wonderful day this is. And it certainly brings back memories for me when I was sitting in the seat some many moons ago. Graduations are always special events. For the graduates, the partners, family and friends, and I see many of them are sitting in the audience, for all of those who have supported them during their studies here at Bond University. I'm delighted that you're all able to join with the university and honor each of these graduates on this wonderful occasion. Let me begin by acknowledging the people of the Yugambeh language on whose ancestral lands our university now stands. I pay my respects to their leaders, past, present, and emerging, and I do so in a spirit of reconciliation. It is trite to say, but never more true, we are living in interesting times. And I'm immensely proud of the Vice-Chancellor and the university staff who have been determined to hold these graduation ceremonies that honor our recent graduates in a formal and public manner. And I don't know of too many other universities that are actually doing this. When we commenced planning for this week of ceremonies, we did so in the hope that at least some of the graduates from other places in Australia would be able to attend as well as their families. But alas, more recent border closures have put a stop to many of the graduates being able to attend. And in fact, I have the privilege of presiding today over what is a wonderful ceremony because our Chancellor is stuck in New South Wales with the closures. So as I said, I've got the honour, and it truly is an honour for me to be here today. We are live streaming the proceedings as well, and I'm aware that we have a number of fellow graduates who are watching from various overseas and interstate locations. And I believe everyone here knows a fellow Bondie, a friend, a family member elsewhere, and especially in Melbourne. So from us here on the Gold Coast to those of you, especially in Melbourne, you are in our thoughts during this most of surreal times. I'm sure that I speak on behalf of everyone in attendance today when I send our collective best wishes to those elsewhere, especially in Victoria. My own experience of many universities as a student, graduate, and a member of the University Council, has confirmed my belief in the positive benefits of a good education. Some of our lifelong friendships are formed while we are attending university, and as I mentioned previously, even some of my friends, their partners were met at university, and they've been married or together for close on 40-odd years. So these are truly special times for a number of people. Universities are special places, and we should do everything to protect them and help them to prosper. Like many good universities, Bond offers a set of excellent academic programs where students learn contemporary knowledge and master various skills. The university is also full of outstanding academic staff, and some of them are with us today, who undertake groundbreaking research and disseminate the latest findings to students. However, there's something special about Bond. During my time at Bond, I've noticed the sheer joy on the faces of students, which one does not typically observe at some other universities. Bond's student-centered mission, its intimacy induced by its determination not to grow too large, its diversity of people, and its strong sense of independence and self-destiny are all critical ingredients that make up the unique character of Bond University. There are unique elements that are embedded in the DNA of the university, the superb student experience that is on offer, an inviolate rule that the interests of students are paramount. And as you heard, I'm on the council, and I can say that the first page of our council papers that we receive, which include many, many pages of financial data and various other reports, on the front page, the number one table is the measure of the student experience. And that's how we start the meeting, is how are the students enjoying being at Bond and how do they assess this university, which is unique, I think, in the world. To the proud parents, other family members, and friends of the graduates, I share your sense of pride. I know exactly how you feel. My wife, Gail, and I are proud parents of Bond alumni and acknowledge the huge difference this university made in their lives. Notwithstanding the beautiful physical surrounds of the campus, the strikingly built environment, the ornate grounds, the stunning collection of art, and one just has to walk around to see all of that, the reality is that Bond is always about its people and its community. Graduates, you are now joining a very proud, rich, and diverse Bond alumni community. With around 30,000 members spread around the world, there's always a Bondie doing some good in the world at any given moment. This is now your opportunity to join the Bond Alumni Network, to help someone out and do some good. In fact, there are a number of alumni who are current members of council. We're always looking for opportunities to involve the alumni in the life of the university through mentoring, graduate opportunities, guest presentations, and many alumni like to give back to the university during the various phases of their careers in life. And I have been in some of the neighboring halls where alumni have come back from overseas, from Silicon Valley or wherever they happen to be based, and given a talk on their businesses and how they're making a massive difference in the world. And we always like to see you come back to the university. Following on today's ceremony, please visit the Alumni Center on your way to Don's Tavern, and I know that's the primary focus and the most favorite place in the university. But on your way, please receive a graduation gift from the merchandise store and grab a quick photo in the Alumni Center. We understand just how significant a commitment is to the Bond degree. The path today has required some extraordinary time, effort, and appreciation, and application on behalf of yourselves. Our accelerated academic program is challenging and deliberately so. We believe that a university degree must be earned. Further, a Bond degree requires considerable investment as we are a self-funded, non-profit institution. There's no big daddy that we can go to a handout. We have to run this like a business, and it is run like a business. So I thank the many family supporters and benefactors that have provided financial assistance to the graduates to study at Bond. And earlier today we had Dr. Sahil Abedian in the audience, who is not only the patron of the faculty, but obviously his foundation supports a number of students. Graduates, you should be immensely proud of your achievements, but you should also recognize that your achievements would not have been possible without support. While today is a day to celebrate, it's also an opportunity to reflect and say thank you to those who have supported you. Please do so, and I don't just mean a text. Let your parents, if that's who you wish to call, hear your voice. It's all important. You each have a copy of the program where you can follow the list of graduates. I trust that you enjoy the ceremony. Respect and acknowledge each and every one of the graduates and take away your special moment. I now look forward to the presentation of each individual graduate, and I ask the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Society and Design, Professor Derek Carson, to present the graduates.
Thank you. Before I formally present the graduates, I'd like to remind you of the procedures that we will follow, of course, compliant with the COVID-safe protocols. Graduates, no doubt you'll have an urge to shake the hand of the Acting Chancellor. Please don't. Members of the audience, please remain in your seats during the ceremony at all times. Acting Chancellor, I present graduates from the Faculty of Society Design and the Bond University College. Miles Pearce. Milek Montana Ada. Tristan Charles Bennett. And recipient of the 2019 Sahel Obedience Medal of Excellence, Nicole Mesquita Mendez. Yuchen Miao. Tiffany Ashley Samonti. Sarah Situ. Nikki Michelle Zamechnik. Alexis Jean Daniels. Lauren Ann Hughes. Laura Louise Makala. Luke Dylan Harmsworth. Chun Yu Lee. Jock McLean. Chu Jun Swin. Bradley Wayne Keith Vaj. Marianne Chirathivat. Chi Hun Jackie Choi. Nathan Robert Dawson. Sana Duvek Smith. Jordan K. Lillian Dysart. Bailey Nicholas Eels. Lauren Kimberly Hassel. Killian James Nielsen. Marlene Nurdanis. Ellie Elizabeth Allman. Cheyenne Piper Reed Olson. Emily Valeska Fennell. Jordan Michael Gain. Mark Patching. Nicholas Shaw. Samuel James Duncan. Talia Alicia El Hassan. Liam David Kwasha. Mia Helena Adams. Annabelle Phoebe Boyer Fuller. George Listener. Maisie Bethany Ray. John Vincent Nusifora. Thomas James Rorsheim. Amy Michelle Eller Britton. Julianne Marie Abel Dine. Claire McMath. Tiana Caitlin Moss. Megan Grace O'Brien. Rakisha Kathleen Satur. Natasha Emily Thompson. Kendall Joy Wilson. Alexander Kuvaras. Joshua Brendan Glennon. Kane Michael Leo Peters. Melanie Egberts. Angela Elizabeth Dillon Murray. Stephanie Alexander. Tyler J. Cosgrove. Giuseppa Indelicato. Well, graduates, congratulations. You've done it. I can see this is going to be an easy audience, thank you. Graduating from a university programme, whether it's a diploma, an undergraduate, a postgraduate or an HDR programme, is hard. Graduating from a university that adopts an accelerated approach to learning, without the benefits of long holidays between semesters, with very little downtime, is even more difficult and more of an achievement. Graduating in the midst of a global pandemic and having your final semester and final exams disrupted in the way many of you had, and coping with that situation, is incredibly impressive. You should be proud of yourselves. And I can tell, not only are the faculty of Bond University and your parents, friends and supporters here, they are certainly proud of you, so well done. As some of you may know, I am a professor of psychology, and as such, I have a great interest in how human beings form memories. An aspect of memory that humans often struggle with is anchoring a particular memory trace of a particular event to a particular time at a particular place. And an exception to this is when we experience or live through something truly remarkable and or significant. Dare I say it, something like a global pandemic. I predict that in years to come, you may find yourself sitting, reading all of the 2020 pandemic, and when you do, many things may come to mind. You may be reminded of how you felt, who you were with at the time, what you did, or perhaps more to the point, what you didn't do or couldn't do. But everyone graduating here today will share a real tangible connection. The connection is that when you're reminded of the pandemic, this day, this event, this celebration with friends and family, this graduation will come to mind. I hope it will evoke many happy memories for years to come. The significance of connection and shared experience is perhaps more evident and more important than ever before. Many of you were students in and are now alumni of the Faculty of Society Design or the Bond University College. As you know, our faculty is an eclectic mix of disciplines. We cover the humanities, the social sciences, communications, right through to the built environment and architecture and so much more. What all these disciplines have in common, what brings us together is people, us. How we think, how we act, how we organise ourselves in groups, how we fit into society, how we live, the way we live, the buildings, the cities we live in, and how we coexist. In truth, our faculty speaks to how each of our lives are intrinsically connected and linked. Indeed, it could be argued that it was this very connectedness that led to the COVID-19 becoming a true pandemic. Everyone in this theatre will no doubt appreciate the truly global nature of this crisis that the world faces. The extent of the pandemic's reach is a true reminder that no matter how unique we think we are as individuals, how separated we think we may be due to the roles that we hold, how some might have us believe how different we are from other groups or other nationalities, there is absolutely no doubt about it. We are connected, and this connection matters. We know it matters. Across the world, when governments responded to the spread of the virus, what most did was that they tried to isolate it. Physical distancing was introduced. So what did we do, the people who were being physically distanced? We looked for ways to reach out, to connect. We all saw the incredible footage of the Italian piazzas early on in the pandemic, with people singing ensemble from their balconies, people from numerous countries during lockdown standing outside their houses on their streets, engaged in impromptu group exercise classes. Most of the developed world took to Zoom, to Skype, or a myriad of other forms of electronic communication, all because we sought ways to be connected with others. So, as you go out in the world, commencing the next part of your lives, you'll find your way. You'll find your role, or perhaps more probably in today's world, you'll find your roles, plural. Armed with a little luck and hard effort, you'll achieve many wonderful things. You have demonstrated already you have an incredible capacity to achieve. It's why we're here today. In your time with us at Bond, each of you has developed an incredible array of skills and acquired knowledge and attributes that will stand you in exceptionally good stead as you embark on your journey. Of course, each of these journeys will be different. They will be unique. They will reflect the opportunities and the challenges faced by you and you alone. But what they'll have in common is that the contribution you make, the difference that you invoke, will be important not just to you, but to the people around you. Remember, we are all connected. The opinions you form, the values you hold dear, all will affect your behaviour, and the decisions and choices you make, they will impact on others just as much as they impact on you. Some of these impacts and consequences will be immediately obvious. Others will take time to emerge, but they will emerge. Keep this in mind. Remember, we are all connected, and what each of us does will affect those around us. Your successes, and there will be many, will be down to you, but they will also reflect, again, on the people that are around you, those who support and love you. Take, for example, the achievement that we're marking here today. There's absolutely no doubt your performance at Bond was down to you, to your hard work, to your dedication, to your abilities, but others will have helped you on your way. Many of you will have benefited from the support of your family and friends, and it's very pleasing to see so many of those people here in the audience today, and thank you all for coming to share this day, and thank you for the support you provided to your loved ones through their studies. Some of you will have benefited significantly from mentoring by supporters in industry. All will have benefited from the incredible staff and the expertise that we draw on from right across the university. And finally, a good number of you will have benefited from generous financial support by way of a scholarship. It's also wonderful to note the personal connections and support evident in the theatre today. We have on stage, I'm sure, one very proud father, Professor Alan Patching, who no doubt was delighted to watch his son Mark walk across the stage about 10 minutes ago. And of course, Gary Nucifora, or is it Nucifora, our Executive Director of Sport, sitting in the audience equally proud of his son Johnny, who made the same journey across the same stage. Bond truly is a family, and of course we're all part of it. You're part of it. The point I've laboured today is that we are connected. People support us, and where we can, we support others. In our lives, we impact on others, and others will impact on us. So, remember, when you make decisions, when you act, and when you give back, and please do make sure throughout your lives that you look for ways in which you can give back. Your journey is important. In fact, your generation's contribution to this planet that we all share is hugely important. The choices you make, the paths you take, they will all be crucial. My staff, having worked with you during your time with us, we watched you grow, we supported you, we taught you, and we learned from you. We are absolutely delighted that your next chapter is about to begin. We know what you're capable of, and consequently, we can easily imagine what you will achieve. It's not an exaggeration to say the future is in your hands, and I'm pleased to say what fine hands those are. Enjoy the journey, make an impact, stay connected with one another and with your university, with your alma mater. As we say, once a Bondy, always a Bondy. Once again, many congratulations, you did great. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, I give you some of the Bond University class of 193 and 201. Thank you. Now, one of the lovely traditions we have here at Bond is at each graduation, someone like myself stands up at the front and I read a charge to the students. Now, I'll give you a hint. The answer to this charge is yes, okay? And you answer it very loudly. In fact, it's been said to me on more than one occasion throughout my life, I'm quite competitive. And I've watched the Bond Business School have their graduation on Monday, and they were loud. I've watched the HSM, I think that was on Tuesday, and they were louder. We are going to be the loudest faculty, okay? So the answer is yes. So, graduates, please stand. I charge you as graduates of Bond University, demonstrate at all times the highest moral and ethical standards, to apply your learnings and education to the benefit of society, to pursue the highest standards in all your endeavours with excellence always your aim, and to support forever and enhance the reputation of your university through engagement as proud alumni. Graduates, do you accept this charge? Yes! Well done. You may now be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, that now concludes the formal part of today's ceremony. Shortly, the official party, the academics and the graduates will process out of the theatre. I kindly ask that you remain seated while the procession leaves the theatre and only exit once the procession has left the theatre completely. You are, of course, invited to join all the graduates in Don's Tavern and myself and some members of the faculty for post-ceremony refreshments. You will, of course, need to show your ticket to gain admission to Don's Tavern, and please be seated once you're inside. Graduates, please stand to join the academic ceremony.